Oh, hello, people. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening from. Welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. My name is Mr. O, and this is one of the series I began when I started this page, and I named it The Sermon on the Mountain. And I normally talk about life general issues. Yes, and it's been a long time we had such a conversation. So today I just felt led to bring you this short broadcast. Let's invite a friend, share the video to somebody. You never know, it will change someone's mindset. And as you are aware already, this page is all about education, mindset change, and progressive agenda. And I believe this is one of the things that I could do as a person. I know we're all going through challenges, but there's one thing I want us to learn. Life, it's like a movie, and you are the actor. The way you act it will depend on how it will end. So if you want to act, you act right. Okay? As you can see, today's broadcast, I entitled it Be Determined. All right? Be determined to get healed. Be determined to get healed. And it came from the inspiration came from this story in the Bible about the woman with the issue of the blood. Those of you who are familiar with the story, you know. You can find it in Luke. It's Luke 4:43 downwards. And I'll begin this by asking this question. I don't know if you have had this thing with you, because I have had it most of the time, where you think about a person or the name of somebody come to your mind, and less than a minute or in the next 1 hour or in the next 30 minutes, you see the person appearing physically. Sometimes the person may even call you, or sometimes the person may just send you a text. It has happened to me several times. I wake up from my sleep and someone's name will pop up, and before I check my phone, the person had already sent me a message, or during the day the person will call me. You have that strong feeling. In the olden days, or let's say our elders have different names for it depending on the country you are. Emmanuel, good evening to you. Alberta, thank you. Our elders have names for it, but quantum physics will also tell us it is what? Intuition, right? Intuition, or a hunch, or your gut feeling. In quantum physics, you understand that the gut is a brain on its own. Okay, if you don't know about it, go and read and learn a little bit. The gut has its own brain. Okay, just like we have the head brain, we have the heart brain, we have the stomach brain. These organs have brains of their own, and they are able to project into the quantum world. Okay, and it's like you create energies around you, and you attract those things. And it's just something that you feel and you are not able to explain. Something you experience but you are not able to explain. Now, I made a comment right here that it takes determination to get healed. If you look at the story of this woman with the issue of the blood, now this is how the story goes. Christ was going somewhere to heal another person's child, and there were a lot of people around him. There were a lot of people following him, touching him, doing all sort of things. And the disciples were also with him. Okay. Now, good afternoon, Sarah. The disciples were also with him. Then there was this woman with this problem, She has been bleeding for the past 12 years, according to the story. And it doesn't seem to be stopping. And those of you who have bled, or those who are ladies on this page, you understand and will bear with me how it is. Every month you have to have your natural flows. And this woman has been going through it for 12 good months, for 12 good years. If you read other commentaries, it says it is not just a normal flow. It was like a heavy flow, how we call it. And as the crowd was moving, this particular woman felt in her guts that if I can get closer in the proximity of this man that everyone says he can heal, maybe, just maybe, I could get healed. Okay? She didn't know for sure. She wasn't confident. Let me say that. But she just felt if only I could get in proximity to him, maybe I could get healed. Or if only I could touch his dress, because he believes by touching the dress alone will bring her healing. Okay? So that was the determination of this woman. That was the quest. That was the whole mindset. That no matter what, if this woman can bring me healing, then I must make sure I get my healing today. Now, there were a few things I learned about this woman when I read that story. You see, in this life, right, there are some people that you could sense their presence from far away. You could sense their effect from far away. You could experience them from far away. But there are those two who will be very close to you, right? The proximity is that close, but you can never feel their presence in your life. Oh yes, they could be that very close to you, but you could not feel it. This woman was just determined that, look, I don't want to even embrace him. I don't want to touch him. I don't want his number. I don't want to eat with him. You know, those days there were people who were scrambling and trying to just eat with Christ because they felt he was a Messiah, right? Good. That was their thinking, and they've heard the stories. And people want to get close to the person. But this particular woman wasn't even interested in the eating or letting the person come to her house or not. Because by tradition, in those days, she was an outcast. She's not supposed to come among people because she smells, she stinks, and you ladies know how that thing feels. When you are having your flow, your monthly flows, sometimes it could stink if you don't take good care of yourself. And so by culture setting, she wasn't even allowed to come among people. When people are gathered, she's not even allowed to come among them. But this is the same person who was so determined, had a mindset, had a plan. You know, there are so many times people come on this page, and not only my page, they could be on other people's page. And from afar, they could get their blessings. And some people who are even close to the content creator may not even have any blessings. Are you aware of that? I've heard stories about on Choco's page, people who just watch the videos. They didn't have any contact with Choco. They didn't contact him. They didn't email him, nothing. They just watched the videos, did exactly the things they want to do. Boom, they got their applications approved, and they are in Canada. They are in so many other places. The same way, people have watched some of the videos that I made. They've done their own applications. They didn't have to talk to me. Some people nailed their interviews without even coming close to me. They don't even have my contact. Even though it's on the page, they've never contacted me. But they went through, listened, did all that their own research, and they got their approvals. What am I driving at? There are some people that even in your presence, they will not have that effect. So this woman, as we were saying, let's go back to the story. The woman was so determined and she scrambled through the crowd to the extent that she got closer and touched the dress, the robe of Christ. Okay? He touched the robe of Christ. As for the how she got there, we can talk about it for the whole day. Then immediately, according to the story, Christ said, somebody has touched me. And the disciples were so angry. They're like, bro, now these people where they follow you plenty. Some definitely people are touching you. People's bodies are robbing you. It's like sitting in the public transport back home in Africa, and you are complaining that somebody has touched you. No matter what, somebody sitting beside you, behind you, people will definitely touch you, right? They'll rob you off. But they said, no, this touching is not the normal touch. Okay? It's not a normal touch. And so he explained to the disciples that, no, a virtue has gone out of me. A virtue has gone out. It means something has left him. A power has left him. He could feel it. So he complained. But they were trying to shut him down. Say, bro, chill. Plenty people, they follow us. Someone would definitely have touched you. So waiting when they talk, say somebody has touched me. That was Peter and Paul. They were just arguing. But the man said, no, someone touched me. Then at that moment, the woman came forth. All right? The woman came forth and said, I touched you. And I am healed. Look, there are so many times people can come into your life and touch you, or you could touch somebody's life. It could be physical touch, it could be psychological, it could be mental, it could be emotional. Think about it. It could be quantum level touch. That you can touch somebody and the person will feel the presence. You understand? The touch could be anything. For us as humans, the touch could be anything. It could be a gift. It could be that you poured into that person. It could be a conversation that you had with that person. That was the touch. Kenny, you understand? Your touch that you touched could be maybe just a conversation, sitting one-on-one with the person and letting the person pour into you. It doesn't necessarily have to be you touching my dress. All right? There are people on this platform who have never even contacted me before. But behind the scenes, they'll tell you how they are getting inspired and they are getting growth from this page and from the other pages they follow. All right? Yes, Kenny said it takes a burning desire to read the top. Usually you are the only one. Yes. And those are the exact points I made here. This woman was determined. She took no other person along. She didn't ask permission from anybody. She didn't tell anybody her plans. Okay? She didn't communicate this to anyone. She was so determined in her mind. Despite the fear she had faith. She was so scared. I mean, they could beat him. The disciples could just throw her away. Hey, get away from here. But the person was so determined. The desire that was burning in her was beyond the normal thing that everyone was doing. You know, there were so many, and I believe there were so many people who were following Christ that time. And they were sick, but they never got the concept that, should I just start the dress? No, their faith couldn't reach that level. Their desire couldn't reach that level. And this woman, she went alone. She was purposeful. She was committed to touching that dress. What are you committed about? What is your determination to reach the top? What is burning you? What is your burning desire? I read the story several times, but when I read it today, the thing was just pouring. It was, look, I made so much notes. See? So much from that little text that I read. I was just pouring, I was just writing, I'm like, no, this woman had something different. Hmm? Her healing was so much of importance to her. She wasn't scared of being found out. She wasn't scared of anybody sacking her. She wasn't scared of being despised anymore. After all, they don't like me. I'm on public, so I smell, I stink. So they don't want you near anything. And if everything you touch gets spoiled. So after all, what do I have to lose? That was the mindset. What do I have to lose at this moment? She has nothing to lose at that moment. And she went in. Hmm? She went in and was so determined, was so persistent, that she got what she wanted. That was her healing. Look, a lot of us can be on this page. All right? We can be among the crowd and not have any touch or have any effect from me or any of the pages you follow. You could follow even President Biden. But there are those who are not even closer in the proximity that you have, who will be getting the effect more than you because of their mindset, because of how determined they are. You understand? I am telling you, don't just follow these pages for nothing. Don't follow me for nothing. If nothing at all, be determined to achieve something. Put it in a notebook, put it in a diary that, look, at the end of the day, I will take the little things this guy is telling us and work with it and run with it. The woman heard the name, said, look, this guy can heal me. This guy, I don't want to even dine with him because he's going to people's houses to dine with them and things. No, me, I don't want to even eat with him. I will just make sure that I'll crawl, I'll do whatever and touch that dress because I believe the dress alone can heal me. You understand? That was the mindset. That was the mindset. Some of us feel until you talk to me, you will not make it. No, that is one thing I want us to understand. By the grace of God, I've created these platforms. I've poured out the information there, and even today, right after this video, I'm going to do another information sharing. And as I get, I share, right? But it is your responsibility to be determined, to let that desire burn. I mean, I believe all of us growing up in Africa have read the African story, The Burning Desire. If you have not read that book, go and look for it and read. The burning desire. Be so determined to the level that you take no for an answer. Look at the story of the guy who was also healed by Christ. When he was a cripple, right? And the brothers went to the roof when they heard that Christ was in a particular room. They went to the roof and dropped him. Nothing stopped them. You see, if you are so determined to achieve something, nothing will be an impediment for you. We heard the story of Zacchaeus. He said he wanted to see the man with his eyes. Fili Fili. Fili Gadochi. He went and climbed a tree. The guy was so short that he couldn't see. Even if he stands anywhere, he cannot see. So he said, you know what? I'm not going to follow the crowd. I'll climb that tree. And that was where he was noticed. Okay? Olayinka, that was where he was noticed. That was where he was noticed. Letitia, I am telling you, it takes determination to get healed. If you want to get healing, look, the sickness that you are in now, that poverty sickness, that educational sickness, maybe you didn't create it. Okay, you didn't cause that problem. But now, getting healed is your responsibility. Okay? Getting healed is your responsibility. And being in the proximity alone does not guarantee you healing. Remember that. Being in the proximity of the healer does not guarantee you healing. Look, you can live close to a hospital and still die out of a little sickness. You can be sleeping on the hospital compound and still not get healed. Why? The proximity has nothing to do with you tapping into the healing powers. You can have a doctor in your house. If you don't tap into the knowledge and the ability of that doctor, the doctor can be in your house. You fall sick and you die because you were not determined to get healed. You know what I mean? Yes, there are times that I've sat down and think about so many. I'm like, I was so close to this person. I didn't pay so much attention to it. But now look at the level the person is now. And at that level, I cannot even connect. I cannot even have any access to the person anymore. Yes. Most of us take things for granted. These things we are doing here on these pages, these platforms, you think it is a joke. We put out the information, if you like, oh, these ones, they are just charlatans. They just want to chop our money. They are just here for the money. Meanwhile, you have not paid money to anyone. And all these things has filled your mindset. And that's killed your desires. That's killed your determination. Anything I bring out will sound foolish to you. But trust me, someone will take it and run with it. And before you say, Jack, the person is gone, way gone. You're like, was this not the same lady I was with the last time and she was looking at this? Yes, that's the same person. It's the same person. But at the end of the day, he or she took the message in a different way. I tell people, I listen to a lot of preachers, motivational speakers, and a lot of people from all walks of life, right? But I always see it. I just sit down and analyze the messages, and I run with the ones that I want to run with. Trust me. I don't just say, oh, this guy, because he's an atheist, because he's a foolish guy, because he's this. No, I don't do that. I listen. The ones that I have to take, I take. The ones that are, look, even if the person is the best man of God in the world, sometimes I may not listen to the person. No. Oh, yes. It's not every sermon of maybe that I want to listen to. No. And even if I listen, you want to situate it and run with it. Because there are some sermons directly is not speaking to you. But you may despise somebody and you think, oh, this one, me, like Letitia will be here. Letitia will be here on this platform, my platform, Peter's platform. Then before you see someone from behind will just come and overrun her, and boom, the same informations. Emmanuel will be here, the same informations. The proximity is there. You are close. You can contact the person anytime, day and night. But if you are not determined, if you are not so, pressing to have some success, some level of success, you will not benefit from it. Oh yes, you must make all points and to be determined. You cannot sit at your comfort zone and be waiting for somebody to. No. It's not done. It is not done. Think about another story related to Christ. Think about it. The one who was sitting, I've shared it before, the one who was sitting by the water. Anytime the water is stirred, he said, oh, I don't have anybody to put me in the water. Can you imagine? He sat there for what? More than 30 years. More than 30 years. And every day people get healed. Every day people get healed. Oh yes, somebody will win the classroom. Some will win the school of life. But you better have a winning what? You have to, I say that you are better winning both. These nuggets of wisdom are read. Thank you so much, Kenny. Thank you so much. I am telling you, this story, in fact, I have not even finished developing. I normally pick stories and I develop things out of it. And I was just developing the thing was pouring, it was coming. I'm like, look, I wrote at the point I said, look, this woman was so determined to get her healing. She told no one, she took no one along, she went alone and was just determined to get her healing. She wasn't scared to be found out. The fear of being asked to leave wasn't there. The fear of being mocked wasn't there. The fear of being talked about wasn't there. So many fears. You can think about so many fears. The fear of being told you stink didn't come to her mind. All she wanted to do, she was crawling, she was piercing through the crowd from the back. And pim, it had a thing. Huh? And pim, it had a thing. But no, sometimes you have to, and I wrote this, it said, sometimes you can be in the crowd, but not be able to touch the hem, let alone the whole body of the master. Other times you could be in the crowd, and yet you will not get your deliverance. So being the thing alone, or being on the pages alone is not enough. You can be on the page and nothing, you will get nothing out of it because of the mindset you're having. She came out of hiding at the time of her healing. This woman came out of hiding. She was hiding. She was supposed to be hiding because she's supposed to be stinking. There are things that can be achieved not in a stealth mode. That can only be achieved in a stealth mode. She trusted the process. She waited for 12 years. She trusted the process. She waited for 12 years. How many years have we waited for? Sometimes I ask people that if they want to compare our life to the Bible days, trust me, a lot of us will give up. Oh yes, a lot of us will give up. Because these guys, listen to the story of Sarah. The woman waited for 90 years before she bore one. How many of us can even wait for 5 years? 6 years, then Charlie, we give up. The family is bashing you. This one was bleeding for 12. Some of us, when we are bleeding for even more than 1 week, we call our doctors and we start running to all kind of hospitals, drinking all kind of herbs. She was bleeding for 12. How many years have you bled? Ask yourself, how many years have you bled? Lynn, good afternoon. How many years have you bled? You have not even bled for even 2 years. And you are running away and complaining. Guys, I just want to in fact, if you have not read the story before, go back to your Bible and read it again. Those of you who are Christians, go back and read the story again. And think about it. Let the understanding come. Dig deep. Look at the situations that was around us at that time. This woman was just determined. Look, it is all about determination. These Japa stories we are talking about, it is nothing. No. Yes, it was nothing. She was considered she was considered very unclean, Benedicta. She was considered unclean. She was the dirtiest, the stinking thing. But how many years have you been following other people? Me, I just came here not long ago. How many years have you followed other content creators? What have you gotten out of it? What have you gotten out of it? You must be determined. I'm telling you. If she can wait for 12 years to just touch that thing, she was so patient. She was trusting the process. Most of us don't trust the process. We share information here. Oh, this one. I told you a lady called me from UK and said, look, I've shared with my sisters, I've shared with my family. Most of them are just telling me they don't like those things. It's connection. But at the end of the day, they'll call her for money. So I told her, okay, you know what? Cut the money. Because you are giving them money every day. That's why they don't want to travel. Cut the money. If you cut the money short, they will think out of the box. Oh, yes. Cut the flow. Once you cut the flow, they will think out of the box. I'm telling you. Oh, yes, the power of unwavering faith. Kenny, that is it. The healing and the transformative impact of man encountering the divine mercy. If you were determined, I'm telling you, the universe will even grant you mercy. If you are determined. Because the people who are making it, Elon Musk doesn't have 4 hairs. He doesn't have 5 legs. Jeff Bezos, Amazon. He doesn't even have 2 heads. He's not like the head of Medusa. He have only one, single one like me and you and I. Alibaba, no, Dangote, they don't have 1,000 hairs. They don't have 4 legs or 5 legs. No. They are just a human being, just like you and I. Yes, some of them, some of us, we have more degrees than them. Trust me. We have more degrees than some of them. We have more education than some of them. But they were determined. Determination was the key. In all these guys, they were determined that they will, even if they fail, they will keep going on. In spite of the fear, they kept faith. In spite of the fear, they kept faith with the process, believing that definitely it will go through. Yes, challenges will come. Who told you challenges will not come? They may bounce you. It's a part of the challenge. You may apply. The schools, no school will grant you interview. It's part of it. But you give up? No. You have to believe and trust the process. So long as you know you have the right documentation, you have the right things, you have to trust the process. You have to keep faith with the process. A lot of us are giving up too easily, and I don't like it. Oh yes, I'm not enjoying it. How some of you just Mr. O. Recently, I posted something on sociology. Someone shared that thing with me long ago, but I was trying to investigate my own thing before I posted it. In fact, people have shared a lot of opportunities with me, but I just felt let me try and investigate this a little bit before I put it out. You understand? So I did my background check and I did everything. Yes, the school is offering PhD, masters to what? Sociology, those with degree in sociology. And I posted it. And I know some people will take it, it's nothing. Even though they have the qualification. You never know. Maybe that is what will open the door for you. Evo, thank you so much also for the support. Maybe that is what will open the door for you. Yes. Latif, refuse to give up. Oh. I am telling you, refuse to give up. No. Not for the giving up. They refuse to give up. Don't sit down on your bum and no. And just put your two hands in between your legs. Why are you? Who are you? Keep pushing. Keep applying. When one door closes, don't keep staring at the closed door. Look at the other side. There are 1,001 doors that are open. But most of us, we keep staring at the same closed door. One broken relationship, you have given up in life. One failed business, you have given up in life. Do you know the number of times people have to invest, lose until they got to where they are? You have no idea. There's a guy in Illinois right now. He said, Mr. O, I've been applying for the past 5 years. Every year they bounce me. But this year it happened. And he's on stipend. He's being paid $1,005 every month. I mean, he got scholarship. The guy says, come and learn. Whilst you are learning, I'll be paying you. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Imagine he gave up. Imagine he stopped believing. He was so determined that, look, if this is what it will take, thank you so much, Kwaku. If this is what it will take, I'm going to make it. Emmanuel, don't stop. Emma, I am telling you, the songwriter says, the sun will shine again. There is light at the end of the tunnel. But I always say that even there is light in the tunnel. Okay, there is a light in the tunnel. I'm telling you. Oh, yes, the higher principles. If you connect with the higher principles and believe that it will happen, Kenny, that is it. That is it. It's about you believing. But you see, when we bring out the information, you don't believe. Even if you believe, you treat it with kids' glow. Like, we cry there. This one says, waiting be this now. Okay. Make you no do it, man. Make you no do it. Make you no do it. Oh, yes. The plan B is going to back up the plan A, and plan C is going to back up B, and plan D will back up the rest. Up to plan Z. You keep going. You don't stop. You don't stop. Thank you, Latif. You don't stop, guys. There's nothing like stopping. Me, no. I was telling somebody today, I said, well, unless God says, okay, your time is up, and he takes his breath. Until he takes that breath, I'll keep going. I'll keep striving for the best. Because I love good things. I love good things. You think He created us just to come and survive. No, you must live. You must enjoy the life. And what does it take to enjoy? Determination. You must be so determined that you cannot stop. Look, don't just go and be in the hospital. Don't sleep on the compound of the hospital. Don't just go and no. Your proximity alone is not enough. Your proximity alone is not enough. Your proximity to me alone is not enough. Your proximity to Choco or Peter or Nana Bafo or just Atmansi or Stama, anyone, or even to anybody, your proximity to anybody is not enough to be Godwin. It is not enough. Trust me. Because those people, if you are just joking around, they will joke around with you. Yes, that is how the rich are. If you go to the golf course and we are all playing golf, they'll play golf. Oh yeah, you take a picture of Elon Musk. That is what you want to do, right? You want to tell people that, oh, I have Mr. O's number. I can contact him direct anytime. Yes, it's not enough. It is not enough. Be determined to go beyond having my number. Yes, I am telling you. And I be determined to go beyond just having my number or having direct access to me or to Choco or to anyone. Be determined to even go beyond having direct access to the Minister of Education or to the embassy, the head of the embassy in the US. No. If I meet those people, there are questions I want to ask them. You understand? There are questions I want to ask them. How do I do this? How did you make it like this? What do I do in this situation? What did you do? I'm telling you, those are the things you should be thinking about. Your proximity alone is not enough. You must tap into that power. You must be determined to get healed before you can get healing. Yes. I'm telling you, you must be determined to get healed. Or else you will be, look, the medicine will be in front of you. You'll be sitting beside the medicine, be looking at the medicine. This medicine is good, oh. This medicine, if you take it, you'll be healed. It's good, oh. You'll not take the medicine. You die out of that sickness. Oh yes, poverty will drench you. You'll be drowned in it. Some of us are only interested in taking picture, proving to others that, oh, I have the contact of Dangote. Oh, I can call Dangote right now. We were even chatting recently. Yes. It's not enough for me. I want to ask Dangote questions. I want to tell him that, okay, oh yeah, make you give me 1 million. Oh. Make I also blow. That 1 million, I always tell people who are close to me, I say, look, if God makes a mistake and bring the $5 million I've been looking for, God himself, he will know. It will blow his mind. It will blow God's own mind. Oh yes, I'm telling you. I tell people, if you have the opportunity to meet some of these big industry movers and they ask you, I want to give you $1 million. Show me a plan, what you can do with it. Some of us, most of us will lose that contract. We will lose that opportunity because we have no plan. We have no agenda. You are not thinking beyond the box. You are not thinking, you are not determined enough to blow. All you are thinking about is your hunger. Your hunger is driving you. Your hunger is driving your mindset and your way, the way you think. The poverty mentality is driving most of us. Do evaluation. No. You are so, the poverty mentality has drenched you to the sense that, hey, Mr. O, this evaluation is $190. $190 times 12. Hey, this money, 2,500. Hey, even my salary that I save for even 5 months, I can't do it. Okay. I wish you all the best. Stay there. You are not moved. You are not ready. If you are not ready. You are not ready. I'm telling you the fact. You are not. You are not. Look, you are not. Oh yes, hunger is controlling our mindset. So we go with that hunger mindset. I'm sure when most of us, even when God appears to us physically and say, my daughter, how much do you need? Oh God, God, I just need 1 million. No, I don't need 1 million. I need $100 billion. I need 100 billion. Yes, that's what I need. Because the plans I have and the mind he has given me and what I'm thinking about is beyond $1 million. Some of you will be so confused that you just ask for 5,000 Ghana cedis and you think 5,000 Ghana will solve all your problem because you are hungry. You are too hungry that you are not thinking. You're not. There's no drive. I beg, and please, guys, this week I want to see some determination. Tell yourself the year is coming to an end. It is almost 2024. What have I done? What progress have I made? Yes, you are not where you used to be, and you are not where you want to be also. There has been a progress, but what is a quantum? How can we measure that progress? I always say it. I am not where I used to be, and I'm not where I want to be. But there's been a progress, there's been movement, there's been displacement. Yes, but how do we measure that displacement? What level of displacement has taken place? Think about it. Think about it. Pour a cup, take a cup, put water in it, drop this little airport in the water, and see the displacement. Those of you these signs. In fact, all of us these signs. Then the same cup of water, put an orange in it, and see the displacement of water. The quantum are different. The quantity is different for each of them. The water that this little iPod will displace is different from the one the orange will displace. So yes, there's been movement, there's been progress, but what is the level of progress? What is the amount of progress? How do you measure it? Can you put quantity to it, quality to it? What is the quality of progress that you've made? I think I should talk about that one, those two later. Most of us are making progress, but the quality and the quantity of the progress is shallow. It's too small. I have a write up on that. The quality and the quantity of progress that we have made. What is it? Some of you are just happy that you have been able to feed yourself 3 times in a day. Fair enough. Maybe that is your problem. That is your own happiness. But someone is also yearning for more. Saying, look, I want to go beyond feeding myself 3 times. I tell people all the time, are you aware God is more than just providing 3 square meals? Are you aware? Paul said in the Bible, those of you who read the Bible, that I wish above all things that what you live in good health, even as your soul prospers. So the prosperity of your soul, living in good health, that is all the guy is wishing for us. But ask yourself, are you living in good health? Is your soul prospering? Is your life prospering? And if your soul is prospering, is it showing? Guys, we need to change our mindset. We need to change direction. Sometimes the vision becomes so big to the extent that it weakens me. I'm like, Charlie, you feel like you are in a cage because the vision is too big, it's too loud, but things are just holding you back. Oh yeah, that's a law of uptrust. You feel like, Charlie, and the burning desire is you are yearning for more, you are yearning for progress, and you are doing this, you are touching this, you are pushing here, and that is what we are talking about. Not the little, one man of God, Titi Ofe, Reverend Titi Ofe will say, baby prosperity. Baby prosperity. And that is where most of us settle. We get there, and we have just, oh, now I've gotten a job, they are paying me 6,000 Ghana cedis. Hallelujah. You are satisfied, you are too comfortable. You are too comfortable that Christ was passing behind your door. Hey, the president came to pass behind our door. Hey, this man, let me go and take selfie with him. You go and take selfie. That is all you were. That is all your mind. That is all your mind. You are not determined beyond something is not driving you. I believe you guys know this song by is it ABBA? No, Gloria Estefan. Something inside so strong. Go and listen to it. I'm not going to sing it or play it here for copyright violation. Go and listen to that song. Something inside so strong. I know I can make it. The thing inside must be stronger. It must be bigger than yourself. That is the only way you push you. Don't worry. I'm going to show you another route. And I believe those of us who are determined, those of us who are ready, both in our mind, in our spirit, in our life, psychologically. Look, you heard Dr. Tupas. He said, coming to this US teaching program, you must be ready psychologically. You must be ready physically. Hmm? Oh, yes. Our minds need to be reprogrammed. You must be ready emotionally. You must be ready intellectually. Look, you must be ready. I'm telling you, keep pushing. Isabella, don't stop. Oh. Don't settle. Look, I asked myself, look at these rich guys. Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. They are not stopping. Oh. The guy, Amazon still opens warehouses every day. They are building, they are expanding, they are adding them. Now Amazon is into healthcare. Amazon is into cloud computing. Now they've taken over cloud computing. Amazon they started as what? Like a marketplace, digital marketplace, just like Alibaba. Now they're into everything, commerce, healthcare, transportation, name it, robotics. God bless you to Irene. God bless you. They are into everything. And the guy is not stopping. Elon Musk, he says, I'm going to Mars. Now he wants to make going to space like Trotro. He wants to make it like the transportation we have back home. Like you go to visit your uncle and you come back from the village. That is how the guy is thinking. He wants to make it possible so that you can just go, oh, today I'm going to space and I'll be back tomorrow. You go to space, you come back. Just like that. That is it. Even them, with all the money they have, Dangote, do you think Dangote has stopped working? No, the guy hasn't stopped. Yes. In our local parlance, we say what? Even a pokra and shotogu, right? Even the sea still receive the rain. How much more you, who is you are not even a pool. Some of us are not even a pool. We are not even. How do I even describe it? You're just like a water in a cup, and you are there. You are so comfortable. I talk to people. Oh, me, I'm okay. Oh. Me, I've built my house. I've built my. You think life is all about building 3-bedroom house? That 3-bedroom house, it took you about 50 years or 30 years of your life teaching to build. You think that is all that is it about life? So they just relax. Oh, me. Oh, TV. So, look, I went to someone's house. The guy has fixed. I mean, how do I say more than 100, about 120-inch screen. He sits there. Even that one guy said, look, this one is for the kids. He's building projects. He's doing. I'm just looking at them like, damn, you guys are doing too much. And we are so comfortable. You ask people to do things, they throw it back in your face. There's no drive. There is no determination. There is no, how do you call it? I don't know. The words are not even coming. And we are so comfortable. This week, wake yourself up. If you are sleeping, slap yourself and wake yourself up. If you know someone who is sleeping beside you, wake them up. Say, hey, wake up. Because when I get to the top, don't call me. Yes, if I get to the top, don't call me. Because I had sleepless nights in order to achieve this. Look, there are some people on this page, when they come to America and they allow me or they give me the opportunity to interview them, and you hear their story, you'll be amazed. You understand why they were able to make it. I'm not saying America is heaven, but it's closer to heaven. Yes, the quality of life, the quality. Look, the place expands your thinking. You see the street and you see businesses. My students, one of my students work. Do you know where he works? He works with one of the courier companies, UPS. to be precise. This is not someone telling me. He showed me. He said, Mr. O, I get paid $21 an hour. And I have to work for 5 hours. Anything I do beyond the 5 hours, they pay me $30 an hour. On the weekends, I'm paid $40 an hour. And the guy did the calculation. He works and he gets more than $1,500 every week. That is even because he's in school. So if he leaves the school, if he's finished school, trust me, if he finished school and he goes full time. So I look at him and say, Ulysses, it's a Spanish boy. And I'm like, look, you are making more than even teaching. I was like, yeah, Mr. Oh man, even this is just me doing the part-time. Yes. That is the kind of opportunity you think about, that even a student in high school can make your 6 month salary in a week. And you tell me, and you see, people, when you talk about some of these things, people get angry. Hey, you are comparing apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. When our governments are billing us in dollars, when the ports where the imports are coming from are being billed in dollars, you want me to compare the dollar to what? No, I'm not comparing apples and oranges. I'm comparing apples to apples. Red apples to green apples. They are all apples. So as you sit there, undetermined, nothing is moving you. Convert your salary. That was one of the things that drove me when I was in Ghana. The determination that was ignited in me came from the conversion I did. Very early, I converted my salary to dollars. So every time I'm being paid, I look at it, then I become sad. I'm like, damn. So I'm just being paid $200. Then increment came. I was being paid $300. Increment came. I was being paid $350. Then inflation came. Then the $300 dropped. So I was getting the money, everything. But I would look at myself. I was like, how can I be getting this kind of money? When can I save? When can I do something with it? That was a drive. That was where the thing came from. So I was determined to be different. I was determined to live a different life. I was determined to be a different teacher, kind of teacher. I didn't want to be the normal teacher. Go, come, work for the government, do census, go and do politics, go to the polling stations. No. Bien. Merci beaucoup, Merci beaucoup for watching. Look, I didn't want to be the normal teacher who would take trotro, don't dress well. No, I was dressing good. Every month when they pay me, I'll buy my undershirts, what we normally call singlet. I'll buy one new African wear. Every month I was buying those things because I want to tell myself that, look, I worked, so let me look good. Oh yes, I will always look good to the best of my abilities. Yes. And I was determined that I will not leave that kind of mentality. I will not just be there waiting for the government to give us cola. No, nothing. No, I wasn't doing work. Look, I wasn't doing any of those works. I wasn't doing any of those marking. Like how teachers will go for marking, they will pay, and that marking money, right? You guys will go and mark the exam scripts. By the time you come back, that money is gone because you have borrowed money awaiting the payment. And you must script for how much? 20p, 30p. No. I was determined to be different. Your determination will drive you. Do not let fear stop your faith. I'm telling you, and I'm looking straight at you, that is all I have to tell you. I'm sorry this sermon has gone long for long, but it has to be. Some of the things have to be said. Guys, I wish you all the best. Sis, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. And those of you on this page, I want you to follow Aging Unscripted. I was supposed to have a show with her today, but unfortunately, I didn't communicate it with her early. So I don't know if we can still have it. But I am telling you, there is something she will need to share with us that I've always talked about on this platform. In life, things will happen. I believe you guys have followed the basket mouth. Is it basket mouth? One of those guys in Nigeria, the comedy. He says, when you are born, two things will happen. When you are born in Africa, you are born in US, you are saved. If you are born in Africa, two things will happen. You either be poor or you die. If you die, you are safe. If you become poor, two things will happen. You know that two things. I formed my own. I said, in life, two things will happen to you. Yes, in life, two things will happen to you. Juliet, thank you so much. Thank you, Gagu. You want more, Gagu? Don't worry, I will come back. Reserve your energy. Let me cut this one and I will come back. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Kenny says you just blew the cover script. Kenny, I have to say it. I never did. Oh no, look, I didn't mark one script. I've never been to any of those coordinates. No, I don't do it. I don't do it. As I was saying, two things can happen to you. You grow old. That one is inevitable. Okay? But the other thing that will happen to you is you may be broke. If you are broke, two things will happen to you. Your health will deteriorate more. Your health will deteriorate more. You don't have access to good health. And if you don't, two things can happen to you. So I'll have a chat with my sister and she will come and share with us her journey, aging and scripted. Look, she's deep. And you guys need to listen to her. Go and follow her page and see what she's been doing and what she's been up to. Thank you, Latif. Thank you, Latif. I really appreciate your time. And Letitia, refuse to be poor. Kwame, you remember the joke? It was basketball. Very good. Very good. Mami says, my heart beats every time I think about how much as a teacher you are paid. I have that determination. God bless you, sir, and keep hurting us with these sermons. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my man. Your heart must bleed. And you see, that shouldn't make you coil. That should give you a different kind of drive. That should push you. It should propel you. It should be something that will ignite the light, that thing, that search for the quest for greatness in you. Where you get driven and move, make a change. Use that drive to make a change. All right? Use that heartbeat, that bleeding, that thing to make a change, to cause a change in your life and in the life of your generations. I'm telling you. And you will sit one day on your porch where you buy your properties, where your business people are calling you, and you will be drinking tea. Then you look back and you smile. And you remember that this little boy right here on this page, Mr. O.com, mentioned it and told you about it. All right? One day, I know some of you will not say the truth, but one day, some of you will mention my name. And that is all I want. I don't want money from you. Look, I don't want to use this opportunity to thank 2 followers on this page. In fact, I avoided it, but they forced it on me. In fact, 3 people this week alone. Someone sent me $100. Someone blessed me with 300. Someone blessed me with another 100. In fact, 150. It's such a joy. It's such a joy. I plead with them not to. But they said, look, if I don't do it, I feel I can't sleep. I'm like, well, if you say so, I will accept it. And thank you so much. This should be our fuel. Emmanuel, God bless you. God bless you. It will all make sense one day. It will all make sense one day. It will all make sense one day. I wish I can say it in French. It will all make sense one day. Somebody should type it there. If you are French, type it there. It will all make sense one day. Or if you want to join, I can give you the opportunity to say it in French. It will all make sense one day. All right? Change your opposing energy into propelling energy. The eagle flies in the storm. That's it. The eagle waits for the air to build. And he glides. You know, they tell us the eagle doesn't fly. It glides. The eagle glides. And they use the energy from the air to propel themselves to the highest heights. And that is what we should do. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Yes, Michael, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Lynn, yes, Lynn, you are a French person. Please let me give you the link. Lynn, click on the link and come and. So I'm going to paste the link. Can I even paste it in the comment section? Lynn, let me. I don't know if you can come and say it in French. C'est Dre. Hey, Letitia, are you sure? C'est Dre. Letitia, are you sure? Oh my God. Mommy, it will all make sense one day. Lynn, if you can say it in French, I'll share the link with you. Then you can come on and say it in French. Oh, no problem. Michael, send me a WhatsApp right now and I'll respond to you before I go to the next video. All right? Send me a WhatsApp and I'll respond to you before I go to the next video. Oh, Lynn, you are English. Oh, okay. I thought you are from Cameroon. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And let's meet again in the next few minutes. Okay? That one, I promise it to be short. I want to share an opportunity with you. And those who can tap into it, they should tap into it. And if you can share, you know someone who needs it, please share with them. All right? Michael, my WhatsApp number is on the Facebook page and it's also on the YouTube page. So you can easily see it. Okay? Thank you so much. And I love you all. And I'll see you soon when I see you. Mavamo, you are late. Thank you. Bye-bye.